Hey Aces, welcome back to the channel. My sincere condolences to the family of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. She just passed recently. CNN actually covered it while they were on the news. They had a breaking segment, so I'm going to let you guys hear that from Abby Phillips.
Stand by for me because we have some breaking news tonight. It's incredibly sad news. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, a 30-year fixture in the United States Congress, she once led the Congressional Black Caucus. We've learned tonight that she has died. She was 74 years old. Jackson Lee just last month revealed that she had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. She was undergoing treatment. And in announcing the diagnosis, the Congresswoman said this: "The road ahead will not be easy, but I stand in faith that God will strengthen me." Jackson Lee first rose to prominence in 1989, winning an at-large bid to the Houston City Council. Her career touched virtually every human rights issue, marked by work on police reform and helping enshrine Juneteenth as a federal holiday. Congressman, she's your colleague in the House of Representatives. Your thoughts tonight?
Juneteenth, reparations, a national hero. And, she ran for mayor. I think she was trying to come home. She may have been trying to come home, but she will be forever in our hearts, no matter where we are at home.
Yeah, it is a sad moment, and also just tragic to see cancer once again taking someone's life too soon. Congressman Adriano Espaillat, thank you very much. Stand by for...
Okay, so I just want to, take a moment. We've been losing a lot of people recently, but, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee was a formidable force. She has been so vocal in championing the rights of equality, specifically for African Americans. Let me go ahead and read the statement from her family that's posted here on the right that just came out on Twitter. It says, "Today, with incredible grief for our loss, yet deep gratitude for the life she shared with us, we announce the passing of United States Representative Sheila Jackson Lee of the 18th Congressional District of Texas. A fierce champion of the people, she was affectionately and simply known as Congresswoman by her constituents in recognition of her near ubiquitous presence and service to their daily lives for more than 30 years. A local, national, and international humanitarian, she was acknowledged worldwide for her courageous fights for racial justice, criminal justice, and human rights, with a special emphasis on women and children. Her legislative victories impacted millions, from establishing the Juneteenth federal holiday to reauthorizing the Violence Against Women Act. However, she impacted us most as our beloved wife, sister, mother, and baby, grandmother. She will be dearly missed, but her legacy will continue to inspire all who believe in freedom, justice, and democracy. God bless you, Congresswoman, and God bless the United States of America. Funeral arrangements are pending." That was a beautiful statement. Yes, God bless her entire family. They're definitely lifted up in prayer. She has been, fighting her whole life for equality, for human rights, for decency, more so democracy. I really feel like, our American democracy is on the ballot for this upcoming election. And I know this channel isn't too political. And I've heard since, I was a kid almost, that every election is the most important election of our lifetimes. But this one feels different. This election feels, and I don't know if it's because of Project 2025, but with the loss of, our late Congresswoman Lee and the cognitive decline of both Joe Biden and Donald Trump, I feel like we should be looking more so toward their administrations and their policies. Project 2025 is essentially going to dismantle American democracy, in my personal opinion. They're already talking about dismantling the Department of Education. You know, they're targeting the FBI. They're trying to get rid of pretty much all of the qualified heads of departments throughout the government, and they're going to replace them with Trump loyalists, right? And they're going to pardon, you know, the January 6th insurrectionists. And I know this is something that Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has been fighting against her entire career, right? All we want in this country, and when I say we, I mean women, people from marginalized communities, you know, whoever the case may be, all people want across all demographics is respect, is equality, is dignity, right? A chance to raise their families in a safe environment, a chance to love, a chance to work hard, you know, the ideas and the premise of this country, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that is what people have been fighting for centuries, right? Ever since this country was founded, essentially. And I'm so proud of the work that Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has done throughout her tenure, right? I know that her family's proud of her. I know that her constituents are so proud of her. And I'm so grateful for the work that she, you know, put in. She was the head of the Congressional Black Caucus for a time. She, you know, fought for Violence Against Women's Act. That's huge. That's huge legislation. And I know that unfortunately, a lot of these things that are now, she's one of our ancestors, have fought for, they're going to essentially be targeted and put on the ballot. And I'm just saying all this to, you know, remind everybody to please vote, because this election truly is so important. It's going to be one of the most important in my lifetime. I can absolutely say that beyond a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I was reading Project 2025, and of course, you know, I don't have time to read all the 900 plus pages, but listening to JD Vance talk about how he, you know, how he felt about Donald Trump in past statements, that's how he truly felt. I mean, the Republican Party knows who their nominee is. They know this man is convicted of 34 felonies.
Next level leader you aspire to
shoot.
be.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
University. Choose from programs in business,
Oh my
healthcare,
gosh.
and education. And finish your doctorate 100% online and SKUs.
I am so sorry about that, you guys. That's what I get for having all these screens open. But anyway, yeah, they know, right? And so Sheila Jackson Lee, she fought hard while she was here. She did an amazing job. I can't even imagine how hard it must have been to become a congresswoman during the time that she did it in the late 80s, right? She's been serving since 1989. That is beyond impressive. Like, kudos to her. I mean, Kamala Harris is now holding it down as our vice president, but I feel like when she left and she became the vice president, she was the only Black female senator. So there was a gap there. We don't have a lot of Black people in leadership. And so may she rest in peace. I know that she's definitely earned it, but man, what a loss, not only for this country and the state of Texas, but just for, you know, a champion of civil rights in general, that they are systematically being taken, you know, out of this country. First, they're getting rid of, you know, they got rid of affirmative action, and Clarence Thomas, who was a recipient of affirmative action, he said that he didn't even know where he would be if it wasn't for affirmative action. The fact that he, you know, was the successor to Thurgood Marshall is despicable in and of itself. But again, he's going to have to answer for that, right? Man, but they're getting rid of, you know, all the diversity programs. They're getting rid of, I mean, they're trying to go after just so many things that, you know, Congresswoman Lee and other people have fought for. This is not the time to sit out. So I encourage all of you to vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I would never do that. That's one of the great things about being, an autonomous citizen, right? Having that agency. But I am saying that I really encourage all of you to do your research, read about Project 2025. If you haven't already heard about it, please, do your research in regards to the different parties and the administrations, not just about Biden versus Trump, right? We had that battle going, we've already done that, been there, done that when they were both younger. They're both older. They're both, declining when it comes to their cognitive abilities, and that happens with age. I'm more focused on their administration, right? Kamala Harris is battle tested. She's sharp. She's ready. She is, she was a senator. She was attorney general or not attorney general. She was an attorney, one of the leading state's attorney in California for, I don't know how many years she did that before she got elected to the U.S. Senate. And then she just previously served as the vice president for 4 years. There's no one in my mind more qualified than Kamala Harris, as opposed to J.D. Vance, who was a junior senator in Ohio for a year or two. So, and then all the policies between the two parties. Please do research. But my condolences to the family, to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, her family. She fought well. She fought hard. May her soul rest in peace. You guys, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, share with your loved ones, hug your loved ones tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Be blessed. Goodbye.